Delia?
What? What's the matter?
Oh, thank God. I thought you shrunk.
Huh? What? He moved.
Yeah, apparently. Morning, little John. Mother's coming.
Wait. Oh. Hi, honey. You had a rough night, didn't you?
He did?
Sure he did. You didn't. I heard you snoring, Roger. You were sleeping. He couldn't sleep all night long.
Overstimulated, perhaps.
Look, I did everything that I possibly could. I made him hot milk, read him a story, I rubbed his back. Then finally I crawled into bed with him because I wanted to tell him a story. Then I just fell asleep. I don't know.
Whereupon he decided it was a bit overcrowded and then toddled over and crawled into bed with Uncle Roger. Little John, how about some breakfast? You hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good, he's hungry.
Yeah, but I don't feel like cooking right now.
Well, coincidentally, neither do I. I'll flip you for it.
Wait, that's not fair.
It's eminently fair. Now, wait a minute. Got a coin somewhere, unless he raided my pants pocket. No, wait a minute. Okay. Here we go. I've got a coin. Okay, little John. Now, I want you to pick for me. You see, this side is heads, and that side is tails. Now, you pick which side do you want. Which side? Heads?
Heads.
Okay, heads it is. Heads, Mommy cooks. Tails, Uncle Roger gets stuck. Ah, heads it is! Uncle Roger wins. Sorry, Mommy.
You have any cold cereal?
Of course not. We hate cold cereal.
Why?
Right. How about some eggs and sausage? But first, a cup of coffee, please.
Oh, boy. I'm gonna call it Maeve. Maybe her back is better.
Yeah, but how about a cup of coffee first? Uncle Roger needs a jolt. Has to be a better way to start the day.
When I saw your face, when I woke up this morning, I really felt like nothing has ever happened between us.
Nothing wrong has to happen anymore. No more. Hey, what you thinking?
I'm not. I gave it up, remember? Now, thinking has gotten me into too much trouble. Planning, making decisions, and then worrying if they were right or not. No more.
And what you gonna do instead?
Live. Just for the moment. And when that one's done, go on to the next.
That sounds right.
You know what's right? Is us being together. It feels like nothing's ever come between us. No Tom, no Delia. No other responsibilities.
That part is over. You know I never stopped loving you.
I tried to stop. I was hurt. And then Tom needed me. Well, I thought he did.
You know something? about the same time that I realized you don't always help people by rescuing them, you started doing the same thing.
Well, that doesn't matter. What matters is I love Pat Ryan. And it's all right.
And I love you. And that's not going to make you angry anymore.
I'm not going to fight it. I'm not going to feel guilty about it. Because I didn't betray my husband. Tom left me a long time ago.
Are you trying to convince yourself?
No. No, honestly, I'm not. No, I can't tell you how right I feel about this. Tom's sick. And I feel very sorry for him, and I pray that they can help him. But I can't be a part of it. I just can't. And I think if I ever saw him again, that horrible, that feeling that I don't want to think about it.
Don't. It's this minute, remember?
Yeah.
We're right back where we started, you and I. So, can I get you some breakfast?
No. No, I don't want to be taken care of. What I need is to be loved.
That's easy.
I'll fix you something. No, you know what we should do? Let's go to Ryan's. No, like we used to. And we can just walk in and feel comfortable. It always before, when I was with Tom, it always felt so awkward and tense. We could go in and see your folks. Like the way it used to be.
Well, Ma would be a mess, but he would be there, and I could fix some eggs if that would be all right. Okay.
We'll fix them together. And then I'm going to put on every song I love on the jukebox, and we can dance.
At breakfast time.
Yeah.
When you've just gotten out of the hospital.
Hey, don't start. Now, when I say I want to dance, I want to dance.
All right. We'll go to Ryan's. After a while.
Hey, Frankie, I'm on my way over to Ryan's. Want me to pick you up anything?
No, thanks, Mom.
What's up?
Dear Senator Ryan, I appreciate your candor and concern in approaching me in the matter of the Bolak adoption. I have carefully considered the additional information you provided and have had a second interview with Dr. and Mrs. Bolak. After much thought, I have come to the conclusion that nothing is to be gained by delaying the procedure. I have so notified the Bolaks and have formally disposed of the case. I will, of course, be happy to discuss this with you personally if you wish. Please be assured of my continued discretion and good wishes. Sincerely, Bert DeCourcy.
Handwritten?
You heard the man. Discretion. No secretaries, no copy on file, plenty of discretion, but nothing doing.
Frank, look, I'm sorry.
I don't get it, Bob. DeCourcy knows Seneca lied through his teeth about Edmund, pretended to be his father for nearly a year. Seneca couldn't have lied about that in an interview. Damn it. Delaying that adoption was the last thing I could ever do for Edmund. I didn't bring it off.
Frank, come on, man. All you can do is try.
Oh, great. So what, 6 or 8 months from now, when Jill gets tired of Seneca running her life and tries to split, and my little boy is caught in the middle, and there isn't a damn thing that I can do or say to help him. I tried and I failed. I wonder if I came out with it. Went public with the whole thing.
Oh, come on, man. That wouldn't change the facts. The judge is the one who decides. He already knows you're Edmund's father. All you're going to do is create some nasty publicity? I mean, do you want to start your term off with that kind of press?
Well, yeah, there'd be a lot of noise, Bob, but it's 6 years till the next election.
Oh.
By then, I'd have a decent record as a legislator. If I thought it would help Edmund.
Oh, yeah, sure. A scandal that's going to follow him all the time he's growing up. I mean, Frank, do you want to do that to Jill?
No.
I mean, Frank, I'm sorry. I mean, I know it's rough, but I really think it's time to back off. Concentrate on Little John.
Yeah, I don't have a hell of a lot of choice in the matter, do I?
No.
Yeah, Jono.
He had some kind of Christmas. Up to his chin in Dee's presents. Yeah, I know. She overdid it.
You know, he's over there right now with her.
Yeah, she called me in a panic last night trying to get a babysitter. I'm sorry, Frank. I just couldn't oblige her.
Oh, no. You did the right thing.
Yeah. You know, Frank, I was wondering, maybe your mother ought to have that back of hers examined. It could be a slip disc or something.
No, I don't think so.
No, I'm serious. There's a guy on the force. He was in a brace for 6 months. I'm telling you, the pain could be murder. What's so funny?
No, I swore I wouldn't tell a soul, but Ma would hate to have you worry about it. Ma's fine. It's a ploy.
A what?
My mother is a good woman, but she's got a Machiavellian turn of the mind. Ma's back went out on her so that Little John could spend some time with Delia.
Well, how come?
Well, picture it. Roger, Delia, and a normal, active 5-year-old all together in that same small apartment for a few days, huh?
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, see, Ma is betting that it'll give them both a few new insights into parenthood.
And turn Dee off about pressing for custody.
Yeah. Let's just give it a few days. Let her see if she agrees with full-time motherhood.
Nice bath with a lot of bubbles. Gardenia, you'll take a nice long bath. Okay, come on, honey. Sticky fingers. Ooh. Come on.
Charming. Little barbarian. Does he do this at Maeve's?
Oh, boy. I hope that lasts a long time. Okay, Roger, what we need now is a game plan.
Yeah, well, why don't you take Little John shopping, and maybe you can buy him a little straitjacket or something.
Roger, now, if you reject him, he's gonna feel that. Okay, now, if we set this up right, we can really plan a nice day for all of us.
For both of you.
You're leaving us alone?
Honey, I've got a job to do. I'm a surgeon. I'm expected at the hospital same time every day.
Yeah, but this is an emergency.
You are faced with the prospect of spending an afternoon with your own child. Now, that's an emergency that millions of mothers face every day. And believe it or not, some of them have more than one offspring.
Yeah, well, they're used to it. I'm not used to it.
Yeah, well, by the end of today, you'll be a veteran. I'll even award you with a Purple Heart.
Now, wait a minute. Have you ever heard of women's liberation? Okay, of course you have. I'm sorry. I just wasn't thinking. Okay. All right, now, what we'll do first is we'll go down to the zoo.
It's a bit cold outside.
Yeah, well, I know it is. We'll take a taxi. And then we'll come uptown. We'll go to the Museum of Natural History. Oh, he'll love the big dinosaurs. And then after that, we'll go for some lunch, the nicest place I can think of.
Nice. Translated, it means expensive, of course.
You gonna be cheap now? Okay, well, maybe I'll take him shopping for a toy.
Delia, I doubt that there's a toy in the borough of Manhattan that little John doesn't own already.
No. We can go to the movies. We'll go to 2 movies. They must have these special holiday Christmas things for kids.
Look, how about a walk in Central Park, huh? Buy him a couple of hot dogs. Something very simple.
Ah, a fantasy. A song and dance for children. Box seats only. $20 each.
Okay.
Oh, you only live once, you know?
You might attempt to entertain him by yourself. You know, just talk to him.
About what? Look, Roger, I have to kind of ease into this, okay?
Delia, when does nursery school open again?
Next week.
It brings a whole new meaning to the concept of holidays. Listen, has Maeve's back improved?
No, I spoke to her. She says it's getting worse.
She'll never know how sorry I am to hear that. There's no place to put any of this stuff.
Okay. See, that's exactly what I was telling you. That one room is not going to be enough. See, not only will his things be here, but then how are we supposed to have a nanny here?
All right, fine. If there's room enough for the nanny and little John and all of his belongings in one front room.
I never, ever thought you'd be stingy with my little boy.
I believe your little boy is finished with his bath.
Honey, you through? Okay. Oh, come on, honey, before we make more of a mess. Let's go get dressed.
Nancy, honey. Hey, how are you? Happy holidays.
Same to you. Hello.
Hi, Nance.
Can I get some orange juice to go?
Fresh squeezed. You got it.
You on your way in, too?
Already been. Frank and I started early.
Hey, Nancy, help yourself to a fresh donut. Go ahead.
Oh, no, thank you. I've got to learn to say no to more food than I need. Eating's going to be an occupational hazard.
Yeah, that orientation, Johnny, was like one party after another. Every time you turn around, somebody's got a plate of food in your face.
Grab a donut, man, for heaven's sake.
Okay.
He'll take up self-control next week.
So you had a good time in Washington, huh?
Ah, glorious. I'm full of information. Ask me anything. From the burning of the Capitol, 1814, to who's who in diplomatic circles.
It ought to come in handy.
And I've developed this wonderful official look, haven't I? The senator is taking that under consideration.
She practiced hard on that.
I tell you something. You act like you're a girl who's lived in Washington all her life.
Oh, on the Hill. That's how we say
Oh.
it. Capitol Hill.
I see. So I gathered. So you found yourself a nice place to live in.
Oh, cute little apartment. Oh, it's one room, and yes, in a nice, safe building, Mother, with a little sleeping alcove, and everything behind louvered doors, the kitchen, the bed, everything. I love it. Ray's people found it for me. They're still looking for something for Frank.
Yeah, Ray wanted to get a real posh place for Frank, but you know Frank.
Well, how about you, Bobby?
Well, I figure I'll wait till Frank gets situated, and then I'll kind of move it in the middle, on the Nancy on one side, Frank on the other. We can just send smoke signals
Or flag messages.
flag
Or we'll just holler at each other.
Hey, listen, I saw your father the night before last. He's pleased as punch. He's so proud of you.
Oh, be careful. He'll have me running for Congress.
Nothing wrong with that, is there? Well, I gather you're feeling pretty good now about life in general, huh?
You mean about Pat? You don't have to beat around the bush. Yes, I'm feeling a lot better. I just invoked the power of negative thinking. I said, he's a nice boy, Nancy, but not for you. 20 times upon going to bed and rising.
Good girl.
It's a loss, but I'll live.
Well, it's got to be a little rough on Patrick, too, you know. Look, you're both intelligent people. Why go looking for heartache?
Good
you know
morning.
what I mean? Oh, for heaven's sake. There she is. Darling, you look wonderful. Oh, Maeve and I haven't stopped thinking about you every minute.
Well, you can stop worrying now. I'm fine.
Oh, Faith, you look great.
Oh, thank
Patrick.
you.
Hey, Robert. Hello, Nancy.
Hello, Pat. How are you?
Pretty good. How's Washington?
Wonderful. I love the job. Hello, Faith.
Hello, Nancy. It's good to see you.
You. I'm so glad you're okay.
Oh, thank you. It turned out to be a very lovely Christmas after all. You know what I want.
Breakfast.
Yes. But first.
All right.
You promised.
Help yourself. Well, did you learn a lot at the orientation?
Loads. Did I ever thank you for getting me involved in politics?
Actually, I don't think you did.
Well, then thank you. I love it.
I don't know about you, but I feel like dancing.
Well, in a minute. Let me get you some eggs. How do you want them?
Sunny side up.
Okay.
Well, I've got to get going. I'd love to stay in Gab, but I can't take advantage of my boss's good nature. Bye-bye.
Take care of yourself, darling.
I'll be coming over later, Nash.
Every weekend, girls just want to have fun. It's Gilmore Girls on SoapNet. Catch back-to-back episodes of one of TV's most popular shows. Saturday nights at 9 and Sundays at 6. Gilmore Girls on SoapNet.